Welcome back to Zielonka, guys. Here we are, August. It's time to harvest the potatoes. As I hope you can see, I've bought the new trailer I wanted, the larger crampy with the class special edition paint and cover finish, which I think looks really nice. So hopefully I'll be doing less journeys. Well, not hopefully, I will be doing less journeys because I'll have a larger trailer. For the really sharper view, you'll notice this is a field that we didn't plant potatoes in. The one to our right is, we planted in there. Last month in July, I had a look at the fields which had crop in that we were harvesting, or the nearby fields that we could potentially buy that we would want for future harvests that might have crop in we liked. And when I looked, let's go to the top, conveniently this field 48 is really close to where we are. 49 obviously we'll try to buy at some point, 51, 88 and 54, but none of those fields have crops we want this time round. So I am going to be harvesting potatoes this episode. Now, for some reason the helper decided to finish after doing that one pass, which is not very helpful. Let's set him off and hope is okay after this next pass. There we go. Because I bought this extra field, I didn't go with the smaller harvesting options. I've actually decided to purchase this harvester. It's the smallest of the self-propelled harvesters, but what it will do, it'll enable us to make potatoes a larger part of our operation. We can buy the potato processing plant once we're maximising soup, and we can do chips and things like that. So I've got a bit of a loan, not much, but just over 100,000, 150-ish I think. So I'm hoping we can pay that back by the time we sell off our potato soup in November, and any other soups that peak at that time. Alright, he is turning around on his own this time. Perfect. So that's the plan. Pay off the loan before the end of the year. Oops. And then we've got a self-propelled harvester. And we can do something other than soup next season. Okay, let's see how close we get to filling up this time around. So I'm going to be focusing on this. I'm going to come back to you when this field is done and we can see how many potatoes we've got in the soup factory before we do the field that we planted in. Okay guys, welcome back. We have finished the big field, 48. Yep, that one's finished. So we're now doing field 50. If I just quickly run down so we can see how many potatoes we've got. Got 177,000 still to be processed. And I think we've got one pallet of soup was sitting outside when I let empty the trailer last. So we haven't got enough potatoes to last us all year. I think if you were to do 144 for the cycles times 300, you would get through 43,000 litres of potatoes in a month. Times that by 12, you get 518,000. So this won't last us all year long, but certainly it should get us plenty of potato soup. Oh, I've been talking too long. Can I get down there before he does? Because I want to avoid driving on the crop if I can. There's nothing I can do about it when it comes to doing using the other harvester for the red beet and carrots and stuff, but there we are. Perfect. Okay, so that's 6,500. So that's 13,000, 26,000, 26, 30. Yeah, so what, six runs should fill up the trailer. Something like that. So we might get 2 trailers out of this field. Wow, that's not a lot, is it? Okay. I'm glad I bought the extra field. So I'm going to carry on. By the way, this tractor handles the trailer just fine when it's full. If it's from a standing start at the bottom of this hill, it struggles a tiny bit. But actually, the 295 horsepower on the tractor does pull the 37,500 litres of potatoes reasonably comfortably. So if anyone's thinking of going with that combination, it definitely works nicely and it does look nice. Yeah, close the cover. I reckon that looks really nice. I'm not a man for big black trailers, but actually that looks good. I like it. So we'll wait for the harvester to come back and then we'll empty that out. Then let's go to the potato soup. The best price for that is November, so we'll do a sell-off in November. I'm debating what crops to harvest next. I had a plan of doing potatoes in August and parsnips in September, but the parsnips already seem to be ready, so I'm thinking I might do them straight away. Like, I've got field 26, 27, 86 and 76 and they're ready. So I think I may start on the parsnip straight away. I've also just looked as well. The potato plant, all it does is crisps. I thought it did more than one product, but that's fine. It's still a different product, and it's a product I haven't seen anybody else do on their playthroughs. I've noticed a lot of people, well, I say a lot, a few of the people I've seen are stopping with less than 25 episodes on this map. A lot of them say they like it, but then they stop really quickly and all they've done is soup and preserved vegetables. That's one reason I decided to go down this potato route, because it's different to what I've seen other people do. So in order to do the crisps or chips, depending on where you come from, we need oil, So somehow I need to get canola oil or sunflower oil. I need to buy a oil mill and put it on the map, because there isn't one on the map. And then once I've started processing either canola oil or sunflower oil, I can get it distributed directly to the potato processing plant. So I need to buy fields with canola or sunflower oil in. I need to find a spot to put the oil mill, which will cost 80,000 plus any land I have to buy to put it there. And then it costs, I think, 120,000 to buy the potato processing plant. So there's plenty of purchasing still for me to do once I've paid off the cost of this harvester. And I'd like to be able to be doing crisps at the end of next season. So I need to think about where I'm going to put the oil mill. If anyone's got any ideas, they know of a really flat spot that's just big enough that isn't going to cost me a lot of land to buy. That would be handy, because around here we're on a bit of a hill, and I tried placing one earlier here, but actually I'm going to have to do levelling out from the high spot to put it in, and then it would be too high up here, or I've got to do a levelling from here, and then there'll be a big step up here. Plus you've got the trees that are in the way as well. So here isn't a good spot. And if you look, I don't actually own, other than here, any grassland to put it on. So I need to buy a spot of land from somewhere. I think to put the oil mill, and then I need to get some canola fields or sunflower fields. But for now, I'm going to crack on with this. I'll come back to you when it's finished. Okay guys, here we are. We're just finishing off the potatoes. So we did one whole trailer. My second trailer was 80% full, roughly. And we're looking at being probably close to 50% full when this is finished. So yeah. I can't remember the last time I actually harvested potatoes. It was a long time ago. Well, that's not true, because I obviously did it as a contract when we got this map. But my own potatoes, I don't think I've ever harvested my own potatoes. So let's take these to make soup. And then we can start doing parsnips. Since we last spoke, I had an idea around buying one of these small fields here on the right. They don't cost a lot. They're fairly flat, and I could put a oil mill on one of those. So close to the farm, close to the shop. And it's fairly flat and not expensive. They're small fields, so I think one of them was 12 and a bit and one of them was 13 and a bit. And I think the one that was slightly cheaper, I'd have to do some landscaping on. So I'm considering getting one of those little fields. So they're not too much. And then I could do sunflower oil at the end of this season, or if I'm really lucky and I make a decision fairly quickly, I could potentially do canola oil this season as well. Then I'll have some ready to go for next winter. Or, well, next August, right? So that is where I've got to now in my thought process while I was sitting there driving along to and from delivering potatoes and sitting next to the harvester. But I'm going to set up the parsnips, and then I'll talk to you guys when I start doing the parsnips. Hi guys, here we are. We've started on the parsnips. The trailer fits. I was really worried that the tall trailer wasn't going to fit under the harvester, but it fits nicely. So I'm hoping to get through this field pretty quickly. And while I'm doing that, I'll think about purchasing that small little plot and putting the oil mill on there, and potentially getting a canola field now. I know it means using it alone, but it means that we can really get a lot of things going on here as quickly as possible to make it more interesting. So I'm going to crack on, and I'll speak to you guys when I finish the parsnips on this field. Okay guys, here we are. We're just finishing off harvesting the parsnips. I've done quite a few trailer fulls, if I'm honest, even with the bigger trailer, which is nearly twice the size of the other one. The other one was 22.5 thousand litres. This one's 37.5, so, you know, nearly twice the size. And I have done a lot of trailer loads. So, yeah, I think I need a bigger tractor and a bigger trailer, because this isn't the biggest field. But, yeah, it's been fun. Something, I don't know. Everybody uses the word therapeutic. I don't know if it's therapeutic, but something just relaxing about just sitting here, side by side, catching the parsnips. And that's what I've done. It's been nice. So what have we got? We're just finishing off. We've got 5,500 litres in there. And you can see I've got 187,000 litres at the soup factory. And not many have been processed. I've put on the triple soup processing again already. But yeah, 187,000 from none. I'm about to put 5.6 in there, so over 190,000 parsnips. And we've still got a couple of fields to go. So yeah, that should keep us busy into the next episode, and certainly get us plenty of parsnips for triple soup for a few months. So I'm going to take these to the soup factory. I think we'll call that it for today. When we come back next episode, we'll have the rest of the parsnips to do, some red beet, and potentially, if I make the decision, we will have canola to harvest and put into a oil mill. Yeah, just I don't want to rush that decision. I like the idea of doing it now, so we've got plenty to do. There's lots going on, and then we can do chips or crisps next summer. Next August we could start doing crisps, something different. Yeah, but for now, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.